Welcome to the Launch Queen, your under 5 minute launch playbook. I'm your host, Karen McCarran, 25 years digital marketing veteran. Abandoned cart emails are your cheapest sale. I don't remember exactly the statistics, but there's always that stat like it costs more money to get a new client than it does to re-engage an old client or customer. And this is rings true with abandoned carts as well. So someone who got all the way to the checkout and didn't finish is the warmest lead you're ever going to have. And most creators never even send them an email afterwards. And I've done it myself. And I've worked with e-commerce companies that our abandoned cart emails are pretty cheeky and they do work. And so that's an opportunity I think that a lot of influencers and creators and coaches, etc., really do miss. So building an abandoned cart sequence is one of the highest leverage, lowest effort things you can do at the like during your launch. And it's a piece that most people tend to skip. So this person's already decided to buy. They clicked, they entered all their info, they got all the way there. Sometimes it's like for me personally, I will get through a cart, like if it's a product, if it's an e-commerce, something that I'm going to buy, whether it's lip gloss, a pair of sunglasses. Sometimes I'll get all the way through and I'm like, I don't really need them. And I'll bounce out. And then I will get an email saying like, hello, we noticed you were looking. Get your ass back in here. And more times than not, I'm clicking back in. Sometimes it's a technical issue. Sometimes the person's credit card didn't work or their address was different. Some type of technical error that's very common, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because remember, like the things that you're selling, again, we work with coaches, we work with high impact coaches, we work with course creators, and we work with people that do retreats. So this is an emotional purchase. Like that's just call it how it is. It's an emotional purchase. So some of the time they get to the end and they go, meh, I'm not worth it. Or I don't, you know what? I really don't feel like I'm ready. Or it's not usually I can't afford it. It's a worthiness thing. So that email should go out within the next couple of hours while the intent is still warm, and they're still in their feels about it because you know you can help them and they know you can help them, but there's something subconsciously or even consciously that will trip them up into a point where they do abandon the cart. So address friction directly. Was there a question that you didn't see answered? Is there some other way that I can help you? If you're comfortable and you want to get on a call with this person, if it's a larger package that they, maybe a program or whatever that they wanted. I was looking into a program recently that was about $4,200 Canadian. And for me, I'm not even totally positive why I didn't click and purchase or why I didn't continue. But in that moment, had somebody sent me an email and said, listen, I saw you, like, do you want to get on a call? Would have been more effective than just a random email. So keep your eyes open for that. Like maybe there's opportunities where you can listen. I know you might have some questions. Do you put a calendar link in there, get them to book a time with you? Um, Now, this one's a little bit of a sketchy one. Not sketchy, but I'm still kind of on the fence about it, especially in the world. But I'm going to mention it just because it's something worth mentioning. So don't discount immediately as the first move. Jumping right here, or right into like a 20% off coupon, it trains your audience to abandon cart on purpose to get a discount. And in the things that you guys are selling in terms of like, again, retreats, coaching, and courses, it's not super applicable in a retreat, possibly, but I'm always of the like in e-commerce, yes, but in this type of services based launches, I'm more about like addition versus taking away. So I would say, listen, um, if you get somebody and it's a $5,000 retreat and they're like, I'm not totally sure. And you speak to them and just say, listen, I'm happy to offer you an additional 2 coaching sessions. I would rather see a creator influencer do that than give a 20% off the top. So 3 emails is usually enough. A reminder, objection handler, and then the final close. That'll loop the message before you let them go. An abandoned cart isn't a lost sale, it's an unfinished one. The sequence recovers revenue already earned once. So until next time, I hope you have an amazing launch and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.